everybody, it's the Mobile Home Mama, and we are out here with a 16 by 66. Here's another one of those single wide exterior elevations. It just puts a little chevron over the window on the end. Also, I love that they did the upgraded Brunswick color here and then added white posts. So little tiny details like that are going to give your home character. This one's going to go to a lot. I'm not sure where, but it's going to a park. And don't you love how the navy blue just pops right out when you add it with white? Whether you're doing lineal trims or you're doing the white shutters, if you're choosing this color, please pop it out with some white. And when you come visit me here, you'll see lots of homes sitting around that have that same color scheme going on. So we've got some Pier savers under the door. What are those for, Christina? Well, those are to prevent your doors from ever warping or sagging 20 years down the road. We build homes to last. And also, when you have these Pier savers, piers are not required under the door. And what is a pier? Well, a pier is usually the minimum requirement for a foundation, where everywhere that there is a support pier, which is usually 3 block and a 4-inch cap on top, a post of support piers that are going to support the home where the engineers have told them to. The construction company or the installer usually does the piers. They're going to drill 36 inches typically below the frost line, and they're going to fill those holes with sonotubes and concrete. It ends up looking like a garden paver, about 18 inches in diameter, and just gives a place for those stacks of blocks to be stacked to support your home. All right, coming inside the home, I was already in this once today, just checking things out, doing a TikTok video. By the way, I am the real Mobile Home Mama on TikTok, and if you don't like to hear me talk through my videos, that's a great place for you to hear some music and see the same thing. So walking into the living area, this is the Liberty, and it's been a staple floor plan for years. Since I started doing this, the Liberty's been around many years ago, so definitely popular. Love the 46 by 61. Light up that living room. Give it some extra natural light coming in. We got a 46-61 over here, and then a 30 by 61 on the other side. What I loved about this home is I think they did a great job using these accent walls. That's the cool cedar, new for this year, and it really has a fluctuation of different types of warms. So I love that. And I also was impressed when we look at the countertops here. They mixed it up a little bit, and I think these countertops go together all right. I saw a home a couple days ago where maybe not the case, but here, Aluma marble. I'm excited about this one. This is going in my house. And then Bello Romano on this countertop. So the thing about the Liberty is it's going to come with an included island because the sink is in there. Anytime you find a floor plan where we have originally on the floor plan the sink and the island, we got to have the island, right? Plenty of space here for some seating. And this customer has added, these are the new dome lights for stem lights. We did a lot of pendant lights the last couple of years, but this year we brought in the dome lights. Natural urban oak on the cupboards, on the cabinets, and this is a standard wrapped cabinet, so it's a pressed wood with this vinyl wrapping here. Remember, I taught you how you can tell if it's a hardwood cabinet. It would look like a puzzle piece right here. So easy for me to tell that this is a standard wrapped cabinet, but they are very sturdy, very durable. If you have a lifestyle where you're not hard on your cabinets, they're just fine. Added some black cabinet handles also, a laminate backsplash, and continued on with the accent panel in the kitchen. Now we've got an overhead cabinet, and we also did, first one I've seen this year, staggered cabinets. See, up, down, up, down. That's a staggered cabinet. You can do that. That's an option that we offer here. And then this is an overhead cabinet. The standard would be just a shelf right there. So these things I tell you about because maybe you want to add them. Here's another feature, 3-inch trim up there that we call that style cove trim. That can be added as well. Very cute. Here's a good view. I just think they did a great job bringing these colors together. Thunder on the floor. All right, headed back towards this space. This is a very common combination of the 2-bedroom on the back end of the home. You'll see this in the Caborn, you'll see this in the Branson, and all of the smaller versions of those homes as well. Very, very common to have the back door, panel box, and then bedroom, bath, bed. Very common. So it works. When something works, you just keep doing it, right? Bedroom number 2. Utility, laundry area. We've added a wire shelf here. You can also add a cabinet if you would like to match your other cabinetry. Here's bath number 2, single vanity. And I see this every so often, a curved shower curtain rod. We also do straight ones. A lot of times customers, they don't want to mess with that stuff. They just have us do it. Bedroom number 3. And in this floor plan, with this same back configuration on the back end of the home, you're always going to find the water heater in the closet of bed 3. And I'll tell you many, many times, if you're going to have a water softener, that's where that's going to go. Water softener loop, we can add those. So if you're going to be on a well and maybe there's some hard water, that's something you want to have me add. Just a couple $100 puts the loop in, and what the loop does gives very easy access to loop in the water softener system. Here's the primary bedroom. Love how they continued on with the accent panel. Spacious closet. I'm standing in the primary bedroom right now. Deep closet. I took 3 very large steps. Primary bath. Extended vanity with a bank of drawers. And here's that curved shower curtain again. And it looks like they're gonna choose no doors. And oh, this is interesting because typically in the past we had 2 Cedar showers. Do you guys remember? If you've been watching me for a while, that's what we were doing. But this is interesting. I need to do some investigation into this because it looks like the seats have turned into shelves. And another shelf up here. All right, so you guys are learning as I'm learning. Hi, I hope everybody is loving the nice weather, if it's nice where you're at. Here in Indiana, we finally got a good one. All right, there you have it. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, also available in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. We call this home the Liberty. Give me a call, book an appointment, take a trip, see some homes. 260-383-1009. As always, thank you. Thank you for watching.